today's memorabilia is going to be shown in the center of the show, so you're not going to see it right now. You got to wait. All right, start the show. 10 countdown. That's it. That's right.
It's time for Dodger baseball.
Yeah, they're going to be playing tonight. Of course. It's Monday. Hey, everybody, I'm Randy. You know who you are. Come on in. Pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. This is the best, first, and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your Los Angeles and Brooklyn Dodgers. All right. 13th of April, as I mentioned. We've got a Monday going on here. Mondays are kind of a drag, but guess what? Today, we get to play some Dodger baseball tonight. So when you get out of work, Dodgers are going to be going on. All right, Dodgers are still hanging tough. They won 2 out of 3 over the weekend. That was pretty cool, I thought, against a pretty good rockin' Texas team. They look pretty good to me. I don't know. That was a little scary there. In Game 1, we had an interesting Game 1. Max Muncy hit not 1, not 2, but 3 home runs, including a walk-off job after Edwin Diaz blew his first save of the season with the team. Let's check out Muncy's 3 home runs right now.
Career .304 hitter against the Rangers. The 27th game in his career he will have played against Texas.
Times this one up pretty good. Max Power to the pavilion.
Maxwell swinging the silver hammer. Makes it 1-0 for Muncy, his second home run of the season.
Yeah.
So Muncy now tied for 6th in all-time Dodger history in home runs with 211. He and Steve Garvey.
And he passed
Next up is Ron Cey, 228.
First pitch drilled in the air to left field.
Oh,
It is gone. 2 for 2 with 2 home runs is Max Muncy, and it's a 1-run game.
Yeah.
And with that, he breaks the tie with Steve Garvey, the 3rd most ever in LA Dodgers history. And now his 20th career multi-home run game. That breaks a tie with Mike Piazza for the 4th most in Dodger history.
Cool.
7-7, bottom of the 9th.
And it'll be up to Max Muncy, who has 2 home runs and a base
7-7.
hit tonight.
Well, how about just in the night? Max Muncy with a hat trick.
Oh my goodness, what a shot by Muncy. 401 feet into the pavilion in right field. His second career 3 home run game.
Yeah, that was nice.
And the Dodgers victorious tonight, 8-7.
Yeah, that was...
Max Muncy drops the bat and bangs the gavel.
Yeah, the only thing I'm missing is the 10 strikeouts, right? No, it was a great game, obviously. I felt really close the last day in Toronto. Felt like I got a lot of really good swings off. We made a couple adjustments, and today I was able to stick. You just gotta keep sticking with the process. Can't always chase the results, but got some good results tonight.
Yeah, you sure did, Max. Heck of a Game 1. All right. Yeah, that was great. On the night, Muncy ended up the night 4 for 5 with 3 home runs, 5 runs scored. Amazing night for Max Muncy. In Game 2 of the Texas series, Shohei Ohtani hit a leadoff home run. Teoscar's 3-run shot shoot the Dodgers up over the Rangers to a 6-3 win. Let's hear those 2 home runs right now. Here's Ohtani with his blast.
I was saying before the game, I know Ohtani doesn't have an extra base hit or an RBI yet here at home.
He did now.
Crazy, but trust me, it's coming. I think it's coming tonight.
Ohtani swings, hits a drive deep to right field. This ball is gone. Ohtani ties it up with one mighty swing in the bottom of the first.
I love it. And then, of course, Teoscar Hernandez, same inning, first inning.
The Dodgers have a couple of base runners.
And this is where, in a lineup that is so deep, things can get away from you in a hurry.
2 on, 2 out, the first tied at 1. I think Saturday night is Teoscar Hernandez's night. He feels close, Teoscar Hernandez does.
Teoscar hits a high fly ball to left and deep.
That's
Heading back
funny.
on it is Duran. He looks up and it's gone. Teoscar Hernandez, a 3-run shot. That gives the Dodgers the lead. It is 4-1 Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's cool. And of course, the game ended up 6-3, and the Dodgers won it. In Game 3, Shohei went deep again for his second leadoff home run in 2 nights, but the Rangers rallied to beat the Dodgers 5-2 to avoid the sweep. That's okay. We won the series. I said we won the series. Yeah. Let's give you a quick injury report. We update these whenever we get an update, so let's update you on what the Dodgers said in the last couple days. First of all, Blake Snell, remember his left shoulder fatigue, was expected to return in late May. And right now his status is that he faced live hitters in a 15-pitch simulated inning April 11th. That was 2 days ago. He's expected to reach a 4-inning workload before starting a rehab assignment, which should be in the next couple of days or so. So hopefully we'll see and hear more about Blake Snell. Tommy Edman, remember him? He's recovering from right ankle surgery. Ouch. Faced live pitching for the first time a couple days ago, taking at bats against Blake Snell. That's pretty cool. Continues to ramp up his running progression, so we ought to see him pretty soon. But they're not expecting him until late May. He might show up a little earlier, but take your time, Tommy. We need you the rest of this season and in the playoffs. And, of course, Mookie Betts, right oblique. Man, I've been telling you this. I don't know if you ever pulled one. I have. When you pull an oblique, it feels like it gets better right away in a couple days, but then all you got to do is kind of move a certain way and you screw it up all over again. It's terrible, right? Obliques are the worst, man. They're worse than any other, unless you really pull something bad on your knee. An oblique can be the worst thing you'll ever do because it just lingers and just nags at you. They don't expect Mookie back till late April, but I'll tell you what, right now they said he's participating in defensive drills. There's no timetable for him to return, and there's no timetable for him to resume swinging a bat. He's symptom-free right now, which is a good thing. But like I said, you don't know what's going to happen with an oblique. You could just turn the wrong way and it'll start all over again. So I'd keep that guy on the shelf as long as you want to. Hey, it's a long season. We'll get him back when we get him back. Kike Hernandez is still recovering from that left elbow surgery. They don't expect him before late May. His latest status is he's been taking on-field batting practice, and he's fully participating in defensive drills, so that's a good sign. He's on the track to be activated from the IL once he's eligible, which I guess is, anytime end of this month maybe, I don't know, but they're not expecting him until late May, so give him some time. Other guys that are still recovering from stuff, they've updated their status. Brock Stewart's still recovering from right shoulder surgery. He's expected to return either late April or early May. His latest status is he's continued to face hitters at the Dodgers complex in Arizona. He's nearing a rehab assignment, so that's good news. That was updated a couple days ago. And then the last guy we're going to talk about, right-hander Brewster Gratterall. He's recovering from right shoulder surgery. He's expected to return sometime in 26. They're not rushing him. His latest status is he's been throwing bullpen sessions at the Dodgers complex in Arizona. So that's the latest news on all the guys that are rehabbing. And those have all been updated in the last day or two. So that's the latest on each guy. So now you're up to date. We're so stacked with guys and winning so much now that we don't need all these guys yet. But, as you know, it's a long season. Somebody else gets hurt, bring one of those guys in. That's all I can tell you. All right, let's do some shout-outs here. We got a lot of shout-outs today. I don't know if these are all newbies or what, but I don't recognize some names, and of course some I do. Today we have shout-outs to Ed J., Donald S., Corey S., Darlene M., Umberto S., Lupe O., Jenny W-C., hyphenated last name, Jenny W-C, Memo S, Gloria M, Des R, Ali J-H, that's also hyphenated, Roberto C, Arturo H, Aaron G, Lynn T, David K, Greg C, Kathy E, Paul D, George P, Roger Yee, and you and me and Fox Jabri, who is also Fox Cali, because he is El Zorro. Thank you very much. Thanks you very much, so very much, for watching Let's Talk Dodgers. Thanks also for subscribing on YouTube, following us here on Facebook. Tell all your Dodger-loving friends where we are. Tell them to like us on Facebook and hit the subscribe button on YouTube. We're always talking Dodger Blue. Go Blue. Welcome aboard all the newbies. One shout out again for the newbies. Glad to have you in here with us. You know who you are. Okay. If you have fan mail, you can toss it in the Facebook page here, or you can write letstalkdodgers@gmail.com. That's our main address. And for the first time ever, if you have any comments, you're allowed to make them now in the YouTube videos we do for the last 3 or 4 shows. So we'll check those periodically too. This date in Dodger history, this is where our memorabilia comes in. April 13th, 2009. On this date, April 13th in 2009, second baseman Orlando Hudson completes his cycle in the home opener with a 6th inning triple down the right field line in the Dodgers' 11-1 victory over the hated Giants. Yeah. The 31-year-old Darlington, South Carolina native, playing his first home game since signing with the Dodgers as a free agent, becomes the first Dodger to hit for the cycle at Chavez Ravine and the first franchise player to accomplish the feat in a 9-inning game since Gil Hodges did it in 1949. Wow. And furthermore, let's hear it right now. We have Mr. Hudson's, let's see if we got that here. Do we? I think we do. We're going to play the O-Dog's cycle. Let's do it. Let's find it. It's right in here somewhere. There it is.
So the O-Dog, who had the fun of playing against their former teammates, Young 0 for 4 yesterday, was robbed of a hit by Felipe Lopez. Nubs run halfway to the mound. Molina picks it up and throws too late. If you give Randy 3 runs or more, he's really in trouble. Meanwhile, Orlando Hudson hits it into the seats in left field, and it's 1-0 Dodgers. Orlando Hudson hit it into the seats alongside the Dodger bullpen inside the left field foul pole. And for the O-Dog, he shakes him up. Recall ready to go. And the pitch is whacked into the gap in left center. Here is Recall on the third. The ball gets to the wall, so Recall will score on a double by Hudson. 5-1 Dodgers. And smoke down the right field line. That's going to be in there and roll to the wall. And the O-Dog is loose. He is around second. He is on his way to third. The throw, he is in there. He has just hit for the cycle. And now the first cycle by a Dodger since Wes Parker in 1970.
Wow. And the reason we said a minute ago he was the first Dodger to hit one, well, obviously he hit one at home in Chavez Ravine, but he's also the first Dodger to hit for the cycle in a 9-inning game since 1949 when Gil Hodges did it, because we heard Vinny mention 1970 when Wes Parker did it, but he did it in Shea Stadium against the Mets, and he did it in 10 innings. He did it because he hit his last hit in the 10th inning of that game. So, you know, only 3 guys since the 1940s have done it in Dodger history, and those 3 guys. So Orlando Hudson. Now this is a rare one because Orlando Hudson, if you remember your Dodger history, was only on the team in 2009. It's the only year we had him. He was a great fielder and a pretty good hitter, about a 260, 270 hitter. But the O-Dog, I got to meet him too. I was on the field one time with him, and he was wearing number 30 at the beginning of the season. About a week into the season, he changed to number 15. I said, "Hey, O-Dog!" I was yelling at him from 20 feet away. He was in the dugout and I was on the field. I said, "Hey, O-Dog, why'd you change your number?" He goes, "Oh man, too heavy, too heavy." And I know what he meant because, you know, that was Maury Will's number. Nobody really wore that for a long time until Dave Roberts picked it up. But O-Dog, on this date, April 13th, 2009, hits for the cycle. Wow, Orlando Hudson, what a guy. All right, stats of the day. This is the first one from Sarah Langs, who I guess you don't see her on TV much anymore because she's still suffering from ALS. I don't know how much time she has left. She's had it for about 2 or 3 years, so ALS people don't last that long. But Sarah, we love you if you're listening. Last Monday on the 6th, well, a week ago today, the 6th of April, was the Dodgers' 4th road game of the season. If you may remember that one, they just bombed out 14 runs against 2 by the other guys on the other side of the field. 14-2, and that brought them to 45 runs in their first 4 games. Actually, the first 4 road games. The 5th most by a team in its first 4 road games in MLB history. The 4 teams with more, they were all really a long time ago. The 1884 St. Louis Maroons with 57, whoever they were. The 1890 Syracuse Stars, I've heard of them. They had 50 of them. The 1900 Phillies with 49 and the 1900 Reds with 49. So the Dodgers are in rare company there. Not many teams have ever had their first 4 games with 45 or more runs. Only 4 teams have done that. That's pretty amazing. All right, you just heard a few minutes ago, Max is chasing history. Max Muncy continued his steady ascent up the Dodger franchise home run leadership board, going deep 3 times Friday night, including a walk-off blast in the series opener, 8-7 over the Rangers. Well, helping the Dodgers became the first MLB team with 10 wins. Dodgers all-time franchise leaders in home runs. Let's read them down for you because every time this stuff happens, we want to keep you up to date. So at number 10 is Mike Piazza. He had 177 of them with the Dodgers. Number 9 is Carl Furillo with 192. Number 8 is Matt Kemp. Remember him? Matt Kemp had 203. Now Steve Garvey was shoved down to 7th place from 6th by Max Muncy. So Steve Garvey had 211. Max Muncy is in 6th place with 213. Ron Cey has 228. Roy Campanella, 242. Eric Karros, the all-time Los Angeles Dodger leader right now at 270. Second place all-time franchise, Gil Hodges, the Hall of Famer, 361. Anybody know what number 1 is? All you old-timers know. With 389 home runs more than any other Dodger ever, the late, great Hall of Famer, Duke Snider. That's the guy. Quick note, though, Max is only 15 behind Ron Cey. That's pretty good. According to the Elias Sports Bureau, Muncy is the second Dodger with a 3-homer game, including a walk-off shot, joining Don Demeter on April 21st, 1959. And he's the first major leaguer to have such a game since Jack Sawinski did it, who's currently in the organization with the AAA Oklahoma City team. He did it on June 19th, 2022. So you never see a guy get 3 home runs in a game with the last one being a walk-off. That's only been done a couple of times. That's pretty darn cool. Way to go, Max Muncy. All right. Let's see. StatCast Challenge Board. We're going to get that next time. We're going to leave that one out this time since we're running a little bit late. Jack in the Box Jumbo Jack Stat Watch. Yes, they're doing it again. In case you didn't hear the news, 7 Ks by the Dodger staff gets you a free Jumbo Jack the next day with when you buy a large drink. This is a small one right here. Team is already off to a great start so far this season. They've done it 11 out of 15 games. That's 73%. It's a little low. They'll probably get that back up to 80 soon. More free Jumbo Jacks with the purchase of a large drink. Thanks, Jack, and thanks, Dodger pitching staff. Today's one of those days. They did it. They had 11 of them yesterday. So go out and get your Jumbo Jack with a free Jumbo Jack with a large drink. All right. Quick hit trivia. We're in the midst of running through some of the questions that Mark Langell wrote when he published in his Dodger Insider magazine back in 2017. We're lifting all those. Let's try another one right now. This is a tough one. This is something you don't really keep track of, so it's not really a great stat, but what the hell. Name the Dodger catcher who opened the season with a 24-0 record in games he started. That's a little trivial and obscure. I don't know. Let's see. Try it again. Name the Dodger catcher who opened the season with a 24-0 record in games he started. Was it A, Joe Ferguson, B, Steve Yeager, or C, Duke Sims? We'll answer that one in just a few minutes. All right. Quick, real update. Remember the secret stuff? Shh. That we tell you about all the time? The 5 free ways to watch Dodger games? There's a 6th way now. And I'm only going to mention that one this time. I'll run them all down for you the next time. The new one, and shout out to Aaron G for giving me this one. Shout out to Aaron. Way to go, Aaron. He's using this one now from the Phoenix area to watch games. It's a little URL address called ppv.to. That's ppv, as in victory.to. Go on there, watch Dodger games for free. Shh. Okay, we'll give you the other 5 next time. Let's get you out of the ballpark. The Mets are in town. Nobody's yelling. Okay. Monday the 13th of April, Justin Robleski. He's going up against David Peterson of the Mets. 7:10 on Sportsnet LA. Cheryl alert. There's also something called ESPN Unlimited, I think. I don't know what that means, and also MLB.TV. But ESPN Unlimited is also showing the game. I don't know where that is. Tuesday, tomorrow, the 14th of April, Yoshi Yamamoto is going up against Nolan McLean. It's a 7:10 also on Sportsnet LA. And then Wednesday, Cheryl alert for Wednesday. This is a big one for everybody. So everybody alert. It's going to be Shohei Ohtani. The big show, is going to be pitching up against Clay Holmes of the Mets. That's a 7:00 p.m. game on ESPN. So everybody gets that one on ESPN. After that, it's off to Colorado for the Boys in Blue. We'll remind you at the end of the show of ESPN, okay? We'll play their little jingle because we want you to be able to remember that the Wednesday game is on ESPN only. No sports in LA that day. All right, quick hit trivia answer. We asked you a few minutes ago, can you name the Dodger catcher who opened the season with a 24-0 record in games that he started? Was it Joe Ferguson, Steve Yeager, or Duke Sims? Anybody get it? I don't know that. That's a weird question. The answer is B, Steve Yeager. All right. Does anybody care about that one? That's a weird question. We'll get better ones next time. Other cool stuff. Don't forget I tend to leave some pretty cool Dodger content about the team on our Facebook page from time to time, usually when there's an off day. I'm not doing it today. You remember the last one was the 29-minute documentary on the incredible career of Gil Hodges, which was instrumental in getting him finally elected to the Hall of Fame. It didn't come out so well on our Facebook page. A lot of people missed it, so I'm going to post it again next time with something else. So that'll be cool. You get to see that. that is going to do it. We're just up against the 20-minute clock. We almost did it. Is that our pitch clock? I don't know. Anyway, we'll talk with you again soon. Go Dodgers. Write to me at letstalkdodgers@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all the newbies again. Don't forget to subscribe to us so when we put one up on YouTube, you'll be one of the first to see it, and tell all your Dodger friends where we are here on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Randy, you know who you are. Come on back next time. Pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. All right? All right. ESPN on Wednesday. Don't forget. Love that jingle. Oh, dog. Love that guy. Too heavy, baby, too heavy. He can still be number 30 in my book also. All right, see you, everybody. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, and go Blue!